What's going on, World Shot Reactions? Tuning in, man. I just wanted to. A lot of people have been telling me to actually react to this video, man, and they know I got like an old school soul, so they actually wanted me to react to this video. So I'm gonna do a reaction to it. Check it out.
I mean, we wanna hear what you say. Somebody's over here.
Smiley coming up. In my house, with my mom, it was always everything was up for discussion. Everything was up for discussion because my mama, she a real understanding person. So it was literally a conversation I had growing up with me. I'm a real knowledgeable person. I like to know a lot of stuff. So so the way I would come across and say things should be like, I know you not coming from a standpoint of you trying to be disrespectful to people, but some people don't understand you how I understand you, so you might have to correct yourself. So I literally had a conversation with my mom. I was like, okay, I'm finna tell you stuff and stop me when I get disrespectful. I express my feelings, but that don't happen with everybody. And so when I was standing up here and you guys were like, don't belittle your children, but the whole statement of you're not on my level sounds like belittlement to us. It's saying you don't have as much value as me. You're not as important to me. You don't put up what I put up, so you can't have a say so in what we do. Well, you don't pay bills. You don't
like going a lot, so I want to like respond. But yeah, you are a little in me because you're my daughter, you're my son. You know, nothing you say goes in my house. Yeah, that's how this situation's supposed to go. See, like I remember when I was a kid, we understood our places. Yes. You know, we really didn't have say-so in our father or mother house. Why? Because they paid the bills there. You know, you wanted your say-so, you had to get your own. And as you get your own, you start to understand that your parents actually made sense in that, because you start thinking that your kids mean more than what you're talking about as an adult.
Oh, now
and something's going on here. Something's fucked up. I'm trying to say this kind because I don't want people to think that I'm talking to the daughter, but I'm actually talking to the parents. Your kid's not supposed to have say-so in your house. This is how you're supposed to run things. And whether that's a divide, because there shouldn't be a divide, you know what I mean? Like in everything that you could think of, you know, it was always ordering. We sort of understood that it was like a hierarchy in everything that we done, you know what I mean? It was grandma, mama, dad, the oldest sibling, you know, because that would be the one that would sort of take over if all of them had passed, you know, and that's how it's supposed to be. But nowadays, it's like reverse. Now motherfuckers are starting to try to listen to kids, and we wonder why all of us are in disarray, because we don't have no fucking order. At your job right now, it's the workers, the boss, and the CEO of the company. And even in the CEO company, you have people that run things while the CEO, the main honcho, is not there. Yes. That's how it's supposed to be. You don't have say-so over the CEO because you work there. No. What the See, in the Army, you know what I mean? You have the soldiers, you have second lieutenant, you have first lieutenant, captain, major. This is how it always been. It's always been order. Like I'm confused why y'all don't want kids to understand order. Like what the
knowing he need order?
You will never be able to run nothing in your parents' house because it's their house. And as a child, you know what I mean, if a parent is doing his job right, you should understand that. You know what I mean? Their house, their rules. That's just what it is.
This house, continue. You don't pay for nothing. So, and it's
good.
And it.
Go ahead.
And when you bring up the stuff that you do for your children, it makes us feel like a burden. It makes us feel like I can't wait till I grow up so I don't have to be a burden to you anymore. If you say it's like when people be like your parents had a life before you.
Respond to that, man. The goal of me doing things for you is how I display my affection to you. 76 out of 1,000 children are born to teen parents. And paying attention to what happens in single parent homes, you will understand the drawbacks. Now, as a teen, you don't know everything that you're supposed to do as a parent because you're a damn kid yourself. It will never be a correct way of doing this shit because you're just trying to figure this out along the way.
When you were born to a single parent home, you have 4 times the greater risk of poverty.
Hey, and in the process of you trying to figure this out along the way, you're doing the best you can. So, and understanding that as an adult, you can't.
75% of the prison population are people who were born to single parent homes. It's a drawback.
Really hold that against parents. You know, that's just how the cookie crumbled. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? Like, these people are trying the best they can. And as you grow older, you will get it. I swear to God. Yes. The goal is to not make you feel like you're unloved. It's just showing you that I deal with shit that you don't understand and still manage to make sure you got clothes on your back,
and that's facts,
food on your table,
and that's facts,
able to do the things that you want to do. Football practice, basketball practice, cheerleading, whatever that is. I make sure that you get that done. Why? Because I love you. You're my seed. I'm supposed to provide for my seed. That's just how it is. You know? Now, whether you probably feel like I don't love you because of that, that will be bull. But at the end of the day, you have feelings too. So maybe I could fancy the words up for you to understand. But at the end of the day, I'm still your father.
And that's
whether
facts.
you dislike me or not, feel some type of way or not at the moment, I still love you because I got your back.
It just feel like I made you
Remember
so miserable and bitter, and like I just don't want to be here anymore because you don't want me to be here anymore. So why should I be here and put my best foot forward if the person who gave birth to me and made me come in this life doesn't want me? How am I supposed to look at somebody else for love if I feel like I'm not getting love at home? What do you do when you want to have somebody to talk to, but they like, you can't talk to them?
Here's the thing. See, I'm your, you know, this is where the roles are reversed. You're going to put your best foot forward because I told you so.
Oh, shit.
Well, I don't say so. You're 14 years old.
Oh, shit.
So that's that room to clean up. And the sad reality of it is like people are doing this shit. And what are you clapping for? 1/3 of the United States population that's above adult age is still staying at home with their parents. So ain't no telling what type of trauma that these people are carrying because they sort of won't grow up. That's why they can agree with a goddamn 14-year-old more so than a damn adult. I remember watching a Bill Cosby episode, and I think I'm going to play that right now. Look at this. Look at Bill Cosby. Look,
and I see your point.
Look at this shit. Bill Cosby.
Thank you.
But I have a point too.
Make your point.
You're a doctor and mom's a lawyer. And you're both successful and everything, and that's great. But maybe I was born to be a regular person and have a regular life. If you weren't a doctor, I wouldn't love you less because you're my dad. And so, instead of acting disappointed because I'm not like you, maybe you can just accept who I am and love me anyway because I'm your son.
The irony of that's sort of playing the soft game with your parents. And look, listen to what the crowd is doing. The crowd is going to sort of cheer for it. Listen to it. Now, I want you to see what Bill Cosby says after this. If you don't remember this scene, just watch what he says.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. There's no wonder you get D's and everything. Now, you are afraid to try because you're afraid that your brain is going to explode and it's going to ooze out of your ears. Now, I'm telling you, you are going to try as hard as you can. And you're going to do it because I said so. And I am your father. I brought you in this world, and I'll take you out.
This is almost 40 years later. And people still fall for that shit. That shit, Bill Cosby masterfully understood that your kid just don't want to try. maybe this kid don't want to try. Maybe she's probably trying and not doing good enough, and probably feel like she can do better. But either way, you're gonna do the best you can. That's just what it is. I don't care how that makes you feel. Get your ass out there and try. I love you, but you still gonna try.
Yes.
I got your back. I'm gonna provide for you, but you still gonna try. I'm gonna do everything in my means to make sure that you're safe, but you're still going to try. That's what the fuck this shit is. What's the matter with you?
You go to somebody else to talk to, and that's not who you want us to talk to. How am I supposed to come and talk to you, and you don't listen to me, but somebody else may listen to me, but they not gonna treat me how you want me to be treated? You love me, but you don't show it. But they don't love me, but they act like they love me. So I'm going to go to the person that acts like they love me, and not the person who... I'm going to go to the person who acts like they love me. Because when you grow up like this, and you grow up with people who emotionally stunt your growth,
that's simple.
you go looking
you know what I mean? Pause right there. That's simple. You know what I mean? Like, love is not shown by what the things you say. Love is shown by action. You know, what you do for a person speaks a lot more than what you say you're gonna do. Let's go to another movie role. Let's you ever seen Fences, the movie?
Can I ask you a question?
Going to?
Hell, you got to ask me, Mr. Stewicki, the one you got the questions for.
How come you ain't never liked me?
Watch what he say. Just listen.
Who the hell said I got to like you? What law is there say I got to like you? Want to stand up in front of my face and ask a damn fool-ass question like that? Talking about liking somebody. Come here, boy, when I talk to you. Straighten up, goddammit. I asked you a question. What law is there say I got to like you?
None.
All right, then. Don't you eat every day? Answer me when I talk to you. Don't you eat every day?
Yeah.
Nigga, as long as you in my house, you put a sir on the end of it when you talk to me.
Yes, sir.
You eat every day.
Yes, sir.
Got a roof over your head.
Yes, sir.
Got clothes on your back.
Yes, sir.
Why you think that is?
Because of you?
Hell, I know it's because of me. But why do you think that is?
Because you like me?
Like you. I go out of here every morning. I bust my butt putting up with them crackers every day because I like you. You're about the biggest fool I ever saw. It's my job. It's my responsibility. A man is supposed to take care of his family. You live in my house, fill your belly with my food, put your behind on my bed because you're my son. Because I like you, because it's my duty to take care of you. I owe a responsibility to you. Now let's get this straight right here and now before I go along any further. I ain't got to like you. Mr. Rand don't give me my money come payday because he like me. He give it to me because he owe me. Now I don't give you everything I got to give you. I give you your life. Me and your mama worked that out between us, and liking your black ass wasn't part of the bargain. Now don't you go through life worrying about whether somebody like you or not. You best be making sure they're doing right by you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Then get the hell out of my face and get on down to that A&P.
Hey, so in that part, you probably would think that he don't like his son. And if you're ever familiar with this movie, you will understand that he wasn't the best man. You know what I mean? He could probably do a lot of things better. But he's just trying, man. You know, and most of these parents are just trying. They're not doing everything right. They're not doing everything the best way. These are parents that are trying. Yes. They're trying to do right. And if you're familiar with this movie, you know at the end, him and his son are beefing. You know what I mean? And him and his daughter and him and his sister, sort of Troy, the one he's talking to, they sort of have a issue at the end. Because he's so wrapped up in his hate and anger for him because he don't understand why he's doing it and why he's parenting the way that he's parenting. You know, he don't get it. He think his father don't love him. He's so mad that he don't want to go to the funeral. But at the end, he sort of sings a song, you know, Old Dog Blue, I mean. And in the process of him singing Old Dog Blue, he sort of started realizing that he does have good memories with his father. You know what I mean? And he started to understand that no matter how he parented, he still made sure he was straight at the end of the day. And it sort of makes him tear up. It makes him cry. You know, he feels like, damn, man, my father did love me. And even though he didn't do everything right, he was just a man that tried. And that's what these parents are doing, young sisters. They're trying. They're not going to do everything right. And as you get older, maybe you will have an epiphany on that. And you will understand that your parents are just trying. Maybe they're not doing everything right, but they still was there. Let's continue.
For other people, and you insecure, you go looking for other people for sex, for people who going to tell you, oh, you're pretty. That's why the first person to tell you you're pretty, I'm glad my mama never, they say your parent and your family is your first bully, point out every insecurity you have, and then you want your kids to feel beautiful and smart and go to school with people who telling them the same thing you tell them.
And that will be stupid. Again, you're following things that sound good and not things that are good. You don't follow something because it sounds like it's good. They say the path to hell filled with good intentions. You don't go to hell because you got good intentions.
Message.
And this is another reason why people sort of don't like the truth, because it don't sound good. It don't feel good. You know why it don't feel good? Because these people want to do what they want to do. They still want to get the nice things and get the feel goods and get the things that make them quiver.
Now you fucked up.
Is that good for you is the question.
You fucked up now.
You done fucked up.
Is it? Honestly, ask yourself, is the thing that you want good for you? Everything that I've done in life that I thought was good for me messed me all up. Every time I thought things were good, yeah, man, it's good for me. And it just fucked my life up. Understand, man, you know what I mean? Like, man, don't follow things because it sound good. Follow things because they are good and they do good behind you. Come on, man, let's continue. Jesus Christ.
That's not going to work. You can't.
These people are clapping.
You can't want to be your children's love and shelter, but you're not that. But that's materialistic things. If God was only materialistic to you, you will feel hurt. You need to have your spirit be healed. You need to have your spirit be fed. It's okay to have clothes and shoes and all this stuff, but what about my spirit? What about my emotions? What about my mental state? You can't be, you look pretty on the outside. You got me nice shoes. You got me nice things, but I'm struggling on the inside. Some people want to commit suicide, but they look good on the outside. Y'all focus on the outside so much that you don't take the time. You say you listen to your children, but 9 times out of 10, you're not really listening because we don't feel safe.
That goes again, man. You know what I mean? It's like, it's almost like as a kid, you don't understand that your parents are just trying. Your parents are not going to do everything right. You know, that as you grow older, you will start to fathom that. You will start to understand, damn, man, my parents ain't gonna do everything right. They care about me though, but you know, they ain't did everything right. I still think about things my parents ain't done right, but I know one thing. I know they love me. When I lost my parents, I understood, damn, man, shit. The things that they told me, I wish I could talk with them again and speak to them and let them know, hey man, damn, the things you said was right. And I'm over here arguing with the shit. I ain't know what the hell I was talking about. But definitely you do supposed to give your kids encouragement. I would say that part is true. But I ain't giving you encouragement if you out there doing something foolish. You don't get no encouragement from me. You gonna get your ass whipped.
You create a safe space, but that's 9 times is not true. Because even though my parents never hit me or they never threatened to hit me, they words hurt even worse. When you telling me, you never say you disappointed in me, but your body language show it all. You look at me like I'm just some, like you can't believe I raised this. Some people say it to kids. I can't believe
up with her and trying to make sure I speak by point. But yes, you do supposed to make sure your spirit is good. But if the things that you want to do in life that I'm providing for, and you can't do it, if I'm not able to provide that sort of would damage your spirit as well. It would make you feel like, damn, man, these other kids out here got X, Y, and Z, you know, and I'm not getting that. My parents don't love me. You know what I mean? Like, it's the reverse when you don't have the things that your parents do. It's like when I was young, I lived in a damn grocery store. And that shit was the most embarrassing thing in the world. You know, now here you are probably in a house, 4-5 bedroom, you know what I mean, on internet and able to do whatever the hell you want to do. And you over there talking about your spirit is bad. It just sounded to me like you just whining at this point. So, you know, this is what kids do. My daughter does this sometimes, you know. It's just a way to get their way. You know, it's game. Your spirit should be intact, especially if I'm doing everything that a father's supposed to do.
I raise somebody like
But
this.
let's
Well,
continue.
if you raised me so beautifully that you said you is, how come I ended up like this? It's a lot of things that go into having a kid. Some people end up resenting their kids when they have them too young or they have them with the wrong person. And some people just realize that sometimes it's too late to recognize the trauma.
See, and there he goes again, you know what I mean? And kids do this, you know what I mean? It's almost like as you have a child, you'll start to understand that children play that love game, that drama queen game, you know, even sons play this. It's to get their way. You know, I do love you. You know what I mean? You probably feel, oh, I love you. Give them a hug. Oh, I love you. Oh, it's okay. You still gonna play in that goddamn room though. Yeah, you get your ass in there. But yeah. Oh, love you. Get your ass in there and do your homework.
When you get older and I don't have to spend time with you, how often do you see me? When I don't have to live with you no more, how often do you see me? When I have some people get jobs, some people hang out with friends' house because they don't want to go home, and you refuse to recognize that you yourself have caused your child
that
trauma,
portion is true
whether
too.
you want
You know
to
what I mean?
admit
Like
it or not.
I never,
and that's the
like
issue.
the things that I know now. I definitely would have had a laugh with my father because he was like a master chess player, and he would play chess, and you know, and life is nothing but chess, he would tell me. And the things that I thought I knew, he's already 5 steps ahead. You know what I mean? And I definitely would have had a conversation with my son. So that portion I could sort of agree with. You know what I mean? I think how your kids are reacting to you now says everything about you. So you have to be very careful with how you raise your kids. You do want them to make sure that they're loved. But the rest of that part, you know what I mean? It sounds like a kid that's just sort of going through a lot of issues of not listening to a parent because she has a mind on her own. You know what I mean? She wants to express herself, and that's the thing, man. You know, expressing yourself in your parents' house, it'll never go well. You know, you'll never be able to truly express yourself because 9 times out of 10, like the thing that you say you want as a kid, as an adult, you're not going to be that. You're not going to be the person. Like I used to say, I want to be a goddamn Power Ranger. You know, but here I am, 33-year-old. I ain't jumping off no building doing fucking front tucks. The things that you think and feel, you know, you start to come to the realization that, damn, man, I really was tripping. I thought I knew more than my parent. My father used to tell me, I taught you everything that you know, but I didn't teach you everything that I know.
And that's facts.
And as a parent, my job is to provide for you. Make sure you don't go out there and get nobody pregnant. That's dumb. It'll stop you from dreaming. Make sure that you're protected. You know, make sure nobody is harming you. Make sure that I provide and do everything that I can to make sure you have the better opportunity than I had. What's up, YouTube? Do me a favor, man. If you can, hit the like button and subscribe to my content. That way other people could actually see this content and help those folks out. It'll be a blessing for me. Shy Reacts, signing out. Peace and love.